everybody, welcome back to another rant. Today's rant is going to be on Dragon Ball Book 16. Now, before we start, if you're concerned at all about spoiler warnings, let me just say that I'm not going to give any spoiler warnings away in this particular video. And if I do, I'll probably warn you. There may or may not be some spoiler warnings in this. Spoilers in this. If you haven't read it though, I would say just to be safe, don't watch this video. I mean, if you are reading the series and you haven't read it yet, then I would say go check out another video because I could quite possibly give some spoilers in this. Anyway, now, first of all, there are really only two problems I have with this book, but there are big problems. First of all, I don't feel like it ended on an item. Well, let me put it to you this way. I feel like it ended on a cliffhanger. And number two, I feel like it ended too soon. Now, first of all, if you look at the front of the book, where all like the copyright information and stuff is, it says that it is volume 16 in a 42-volume series. Well, first of all, that's completely wrong because it's not a 42-volume series. It's only a 16-volume series. There weren't any more, or at least that I know of, books in the Dragon Ball series. Now, if you count Dragon Ball Z, then there are more. But this is a completely different series. Well, they're not. They're basically the same series. I know Dragon Ball Z is a continuation of Dragon Ball series, but why would you need a continuation? Can't you just why would you need a separate series altogether? Can't you just continue the one that you have? Wouldn't that make more sense? I mean, I'm not. Here's my problem. It's not that the series ended. I don't mind if a series ends, but as long as it ends at an appropriate time. I mean, I feel like the ending was really botched. I feel like it was really rushed, and they really just wanted to end the series. They didn't want to add any extra character development or, try to, do anything like that. And what really bugs me, this is what really bugs me, is that they didn't do anything. And there's so much you could do with a series like this. There is so much you could do with it. You could, first of all, well, it's really stupid. It's really stupid because, it's a good series, and I feel like first of all, it's way too short. I mean, I wasn't really, well, most popular, manga or anime series are pretty long. For example, One Piece. That's a prime example. That's a really long series. And I'm not sure exactly why the series had to end. I mean, most of the time when an anime series or a manga series ends, it's either because the writer gets tired of doing it or the writer dies. Now, I know for a fact that, what's his name? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing this right. Akira Toriyama, I think his name is. I don't think he died, because if he died, then we wouldn't have Dragon Ball Z. So he obviously was still alive at this time. Now, I'm not sure if he's alive anymore, but that's a completely different topic. But the problem is, why just end a series Why end the series so you can create a... Yeah, why end the series so you can create a completely different one based on the exact same series? I mean, that just seems pointless. It's like... I mean... And I don't feel like it had an adequate ending. I really don't. I think that a lot of characters didn't really get... I feel like a lot of great characters didn't get a lot of time. I feel like, you know, they didn't, they really rushed it. I feel like, I don't know. I really feel like it wasn't a good ending. I feel like it left us, again, it was a cliffhanger. It left me wanting more, and it left me wondering, you know, why would you end it? Why would you end a successful series like that? And, I mean, what's the point of creating a continuation? Why can't you just continue the exact same series? I really don't get it. I mean, the only other reason I can think of is maybe, you know, he was running out of ideas. But that can't be because there's so much you can do with this series, and I feel like they botched it up by ending it right here. I was looking online because I was trying to find volume 17 because, you know, obviously I want to read the next book in the series. But you know what? I couldn't find it because volume 17 doesn't exist. I mean, here's what gets me, is that there's so many possibilities for this series, but they botched it up they botched it up by, first of all, ending the series too early, and second of all, I mean, again, don't end the series when that early. I mean, look at a lot of other series. Like, I'm gonna use the One Piece example for before. One Piece, that series is still going on. Why? Because there's still material you can get out of it. But the problem with this series, or at least the problem with this, is that there is still material that you can get out of it, but the series ended before we could even, I mean, and a lot of people might say, oh, well, there's Dragon Ball Z. Well, the only problem with that is, why just end the series so you can continue it anyway? Like, I think I mentioned this before, but why do that? That seems really pointless. If you're going to end a series, end the series. Or, end a series, or, if you want to continue a series, just continue a series. Don't end it and then continue it. I mean, that just seems pointless. You had a great series going here, and yet you screwed it up by ending it before it could get good. I mean, it was just starting to get good. And this is what annoys me about a lot of anime, not just this one, is that they end them before, right as they're starting to get good, they end them way too early, and they don't give us a suitable ending for it. I mean, doesn't that just seem pointless? I mean, if you're going to end the series, end the series. And end it in a good spot. Don't end it too early like this. I'm sorry I'm ranting on this, and I really shouldn't be because this is such a trivial topic, but it gets to me because it's like you have all these great characters that you could use, that you could do so much with these characters. But no, instead you decide to end the series on a cliffhanger, not at a good stopping point, when there's tons of stuff that you can do with it. And it boggles my mind why anybody would do this. It really does. It boggles my mind. And again, if you're going to end the series, end the series. Don't end the series, then continue. I mean, that is... It just seems dumb to me. I mean, I hate to be repeating myself, but if you're going to end the series, end the series. And end it when, you know, you've exhausted all possible... You know, end it at a point where it is suitable to end it. Don't do the thing where you end it right when the series is starting to get good, right when things are starting to get interesting in the series, and don't end it on a cliffhanger. That's really annoying. And what really annoys me is that I really like this series. I really do. I think it's a good series. But the only problem I have with it is that it's so dang short. I mean, again, most animes or mangas are really long. Take One Piece, for example. I think that is 66, maybe 60-something volumes right now. That's a lot. But, I mean, it seems pointless to me. It seems extremely pointless. Because, I'm sorry. I'm running out of things to say, and I wish I could say more about this on this matter, because this really, really irritates me. But honestly, I can't, because I think I've said everything that could possibly be said. And even if I did say something that I already haven't said, what would be the point of it? I mean, I could go on and on about... I could continue talking about how bad the ending is, but you know what? I'm not going to do it, because, you know, I don't feel like it. I don't have anything else to say, I really don't. And another thing, and this is probably, no, I think this is in volume, either 13 or 14. What really annoys me is, I think it's in volume 14, is that, they have this whole thing where they gotta save the world and all, but it goes by so fast, and it's like, sorry, I'm getting nervous, but it goes by so fast, and it's like, so that was it? You know, that was it? You know, like, seriously, is that it? You know, I mean, really, I expected a lot more. I mean, I'm not saying all manga series or all anime series have to go on really, really long, like Naruto or One Piece, but all I'm saying is, you know, end a series at a suitable stopping point. So anyway, I really wish I could say more on this matter, but honestly, I can't really think of anything else to say other than, well, I think it's stupid, but I've already pretty much exhausted any possible... I pretty much exhausted it. So, with that being said, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this. I apologize if this is really out of date, but I have been reading this series a lot recently, and I just really get annoyed about it. I mean, it really takes me off to another level. So, anyway, leave a comment below, subscribe, do whatever you do, and don't forget to check out my other videos, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that will be.